Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a lemon pie that is low GI and little or very little sugar in it. So sometimes when I'm on the low GI diet, I get a real craving for sweets and for like a dessert. So I thought I'd give this a try. I'm just kind of making this up, so I hope it turns out. So I thought I'd make my version of a lemon meringue pie. So I'm going to start with this Fiber One cereal. This one is called Crunchy Original. And while I don't like it that much as a cereal, I thought it would make great like a replacement of a graham cracker crust pie. It looks like this, and it comes in 2 pouches. So I dumped the entire pouch into my KitchenAid and food processor and ground it up. And now I'm just going to add 3 tablespoons of Basil Light into there as well. So I've got that all blended together, and I was going to add some Splenda to it, but then I tasted the cereal and I think it's already got Splenda in it. But if you want your crust a little bit sweeter, then by all means I would probably add 2 to 3 tablespoons of Splenda or artificial sweetener of your choice to the crumbs here before you blend them. And I also forgot to mention that I melted the basil before I poured it in there. So now I'm going to put the crumbs into this glass Pyrex pie plate, and I'm just going to press them in. So I'm going to mix up for my filling this Sheriff Dr. Oetker's light lemon pie filling and dessert mix. So it says it contains half the calories of the regular lemon pie filling. So what I need to do is blend in 1/3 cup of cold water with 1 egg yolk in a saucepan and the contents of the package. So I'm going to do that right now. So I put a voiceover in because the scraping of the pan was really quite annoying. And so what I'm doing here is just blending together the egg, the mix, and the 1/3 cup of cold water. I'm using a Danish whisk here. And the instructions say to blend it together really well, and then just wait till it's, then you're going to add 2 cups of boiling water, and then wait till it starts to just bubble. So I'm just pouring in the 2nd cup of the boiling water now and just mixing that together, and then just waiting till again it just starts to bubble. This thickens up really quickly, and then you just remove it off the heat and let it cool. So I removed this from the heat. This did not take long at all, and you can see how thick this got very quickly. So we're just going to let this cool. I also placed my pie crust in the oven for 10 minutes so it would set a little bit because it's quite crumbly. And using the Fiber One cereal, I have no idea what it's going to be like for a crust. But at worst, it'll just be kind of like a crumb base. So we'll just have to wait and see. So my filling has cooled. I actually put it in the fridge, so I think it got super uber thick. And I'm going to just fold in some Cool Whip 95% fat-free whipped topping. And it also only has 2 grams of fat per serving in this. So, I'm sorry, it only has 2 grams of sugar. So it is very low sugar and still safe for our low GI. Sometimes you have to watch with fat-free. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean sugar-free, so it's really important to read the ingredients on the side. And then I'm going to take the rind of 1 whole lemon here and just add it up with some, give it a little bit more zesty flavor of lemon. So here's our pie crust, and even after having this in the oven for 10 minutes and I put it in the freezer, it's still very, you can see, still very crummy. So I think what we're going to end up with, it's not so much as a pie, but a lemon pudding with a real crummy base. No pun intended. So this is how much of the Cool Whip I used out of this container. This size of container was 1 liter. So, not sure how many ounces that is for the Americans, but anyway, it's a 1 liter container, and a liter is very close to a quart. So there's about that much left, and I'm saving that for dollops on the top. So I'm just going to pour my filling into this crust base. And what I recommend is maybe not chilling your pie filling in the fridge, because it got quite thick and it's lumpy. It tastes really good, but it's kind of on the lumpy side. So I'll just put this in the crust right now. So here is my GI friendly, low sugar, low fat lemon pie. And what I did is, after I turned the camera off, I took a look, and this is a 10-inch pie plate. So I ended up dumping most of the rest of that whipped topping in with the lemon filling. The only thing I had left are these 4 or 5 little dollops there. So I blended it in because it looked like it needed more filling, as you can see. So there it is. And I'll have a little piece of it and let you know how it tastes. Well, it's just as I thought. The crust is just crumbs. It never did set into a crust, but that's okay. It's kind of like a crumb topping. So I just kind of dumped it on a plate like that. So I'm going to give it a little try and scoop up some of those crumbs. It's really good though, and it really, really satisfies that craving for sweet or tangy, and the crust actually adds a little bit of texture, although I would never make that much again, because clearly look how much there is. But it's good, really good. And it's sugar-free, so I can have 2 pieces. So give this a try. If you don't want to be bothered with this crust, then just make the filling part and make it a pudding. Or maybe in your area you can buy sugar-free, fat-free graham cracker crust. I didn't even look in our grocery store. I just wanted to see what we had at home. So thanks for watching, and I'm just going to go finish my pie pudding, whatever, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.